Hello and welcome to another Fix Your Art. This is an exclusive reward where I review some of my patrons' art pieces. This time I'm going to review one of my team members, specifically my editor, Angel. This is a really beautiful piece he made, and you can even appreciate all the work he did in the background and the character, everything. It's just super pretty, and I'm very proud of him because it looks fantastic and very out of his comfort zone. So that being said, let's begin. A way to improve your art piece is making sure that your composition is correct. One way of doing that is to make your finished piece into grayscale. This way, you can look at the areas that may need a little bit more of contrast to look more appealing. So something I decided to do was make a bloodlet on the character. As we have a very strong light source coming from the city, I thought this light could bounce into the character's silhouette to make it pop out even more from the darker areas of the character. For this whole process, I tried to make as much as cell shading as possible. Even though I work more with a soft shading, I tried to match Angel's style the best way I could. However, I think I still did not accomplish that as much, so I apologize for that. As you can see, I did very solid light strokes around the character. However, I could not hold myself from adding a very subtle gradient with airbrush under the light area. Now, for the light source I did at the back, I was thinking more of the ambience light. I can see that Angel used blue hues or purplish hues or cold hues for his shading. Therefore, that means there is a blue light somewhere. That's why I decided to make the ambience light light blue. This way, the silhouette would contrast a bit more from that part of the background where the yellow light is not coming from. For the second topic, I thought that it would be even nicer if we add an extra layer of shading, this being a more detailed shading. Just like you see under the ear, under the neck, where I emphasize even more those areas that did not have shading at first. I also have decided to make some adjustments at the back. I noticed that all the windows from the buildings that are at the back, for some reason, they have the windows all off. I thought it looked a bit unnatural and decided to add a few of them being on. I also decided to make those clothes a little bit more bright. That way it would look as glowy as the part that's underneath, giving it more balance to the whole piece. And once again, I could not resist adding those glowing airbrush strokes here and there, which I'm sorry, I know they are not part of us shading, but I thought they would match really nicely, so it's a completely stylistic choice. You don't really have to do that. You could just choose a brighter color and that's it. I added more clouds at the top with those bright areas, just to give it even more balance. I tried reusing the colors that Angel chose and just simply copy-pasting the type of strokes he did to have those shades. And that's pretty much it.